Well, let me tell you, in 1990, when I got back into brewing for my second time, and the Graintfather was my third time, that was back in 2014, but in 1990, I was brewing beer in that system, and it makes great beer. You can do everything. You need a few techniques, and you've got a lot of bits and pieces that you've got to deal with. But what the Graintfather does is it's all in one place. It's so simple. When you're sparging, you just lift up the bucket. When you're boiling, you set the boil. And the other thing about the Graintfather is that if you set the temperature, because when you're brewing, it's really vitally important to hit the right temperatures. If you are looking for 67 degrees Celsius and you hit 69, the enzymes will work differently. You'll get more unfermentable sugars that at the end of the day will end up in less alcohol and more body in the beer. Or if you hit too low, you'll get a thin beer and a higher alcohol beer. So it's important to hit the temperature that you desire. So if you're going for 67, the Graintfather will take you to 67 and hold you there, which is quite difficult to do in a system where you're on a pot on the stove or one of the other electric boilers that doesn't have the same conditions. Mm-hmm. You've got to stir a lot. You've got to make sure that everything's mixed up properly, because you don't want to. As soon as you hit 77, you'll kill all the enzymes. So if you're trying to heat a thing up on the stove or a gas and trying to raise the temperature, it's very difficult to raise that temperature without doing some damage to the enzymes. So with the Graintfather, if you set it at 67, or if you want to do a step mash, start at 64 and then go up to 67, the Graintfather will do that time and time again accurately.